What is happening, everybody? I hope you're excited for today. No gaming today. Did I fix that? I think I fixed that. We're not gaming today. We're just out here chatting, having a good time. Just out here chatting, having a good time. Pull this over here. I have those two right there. Then what goes up over in the top right corner? Music. Music goes up here. Discord goes down here. There we go. See here. Make that a little bigger. Hide my face there. Trying to get the overlay set up. See here if we can get it pulled up, make sure everything's looking good. Merry Merfolk, we are going to be crafting. We're just tinning some wires. What we're doing, I'm making an LED sign, right? So I have to take this wire and break it up into like 175 pieces. So just pretty boring. Use this rosin flux paste to solder onto the wire, so that way it stays solid when I go to the LED strips. Otherwise what happens is it kind of spreads out like this and fans out. So you twist it up, you put some solder on it, then you put some solder on the contact on the LED strip, and you put the two together and you're soldering them together rather than just trying to do it all at the same time. Yeah, I can definitely do that. I'm just trying to get everything set up here so we can go up there like that. Turn down the music a little bit. I was gonna get a link really quick. Let me get a link really quick. There we go. That's gonna come in strong. Control C that. Where'd my chat go? My chat's around here somewhere. There it is. An armed drone? That's crazy. That's awesome, actually. But they said it was an armed drone. That's hilarious. Oh, I got a drone. I use it for roof inspections. But yeah, so you won't be able to see a whole lot. I can move this down a little bit. You guys are behind a little bit here, but I can move it down a little bit so you can see a little bit of what I'm doing. Trying to figure out where the camera's at. There we go. Get this bad boy plugged in. It heats up super fast, so I left it unplugged until I was ready to use it. Didn't want to accidentally bump it and have it hit my keyboard or something. But we're gonna let that heat up for a minute. And we're gonna make some cuts. And for the LED lights, you don't need a ton. Basically, you have to just go through the acrylic and then connect it all back there behind it, and then you line it up with the acrylic. Rubber band powered shotgun. That sounds pretty dangerous. That's awesome. So basically about 4 fingers width. Wrap it around. If you hold on to it, it works. Oh, you served in the military, Mary? Thank you for your service. I appreciate it. Okay, now that I got that, I like to do about that many, and then we come through with the snippety snips. If you get too many in here, it becomes really difficult to cut. We'll go through and cut those. 12 years active duty. That's awesome. That's way cool. Thank you so much for your service. Cut those, cut those. A good start. Let's do those ones right there. Tanks and armored convoys. That's sweet. Tripped. I'm a soldier in Call of Duty. Oh. Not wrong. Not wrong. So what you do is you take a little bit off. Just a little bit, not much. If I can get it. And then I got this rosin, right? This rosin and this blade, or this tip I should call it, on the camera. Maybe you saw that, maybe you didn't, I don't know. But what you do is you take the rosin and the tip, you heat up the rosin with the tip, you put the wire into the rosin, and that gives it the ability. Ooh, that smoke. Pretty bladey, right? Then you take it, and basically what you're trying to do is you're just trying to get these two to touch, but you've got to get this one soldered first. So you take this is your solder. It's rosin core solder, and I just put rosin on this. You put this on the blade, and then you just run your solder up and down it, and it makes a nice fine tip. So it should be pretty close to done now. But using that blade helps out a lot because it gives you something to actually hold on to. Yeah, there we go. So you can kind of see that little bump towards the back maybe, but you see it's going to be a lot more silver now. That one's ready for me to just touch it. Then I'll just have to touch it onto the piece, and it's good to go. So we'll strip another one. I only do one end at a time. I'll come back and do the other ends when I am doing the actual sign. Well, trips. The project I'm making is an LDS temple. So it looks, yeah, a lot. It looks, if we can catch that. Oh, come on, catch it. It's not gonna catch it. The light's gonna catch it too much. There we go. You can kind of see there. That's the LED outline of it all. Yeah, there we go. So that's that's the outline and what the outline looks like. And each one of those edges, so to speak, is a soldered joint. It is 18 inches tall by like 12 inches wide, something like that, or right around there. We take the wire again, twist it up. But yeah, my goal is to start doing like custom signs as well. Yeah, Mary, that's my goal, is to get into those. Like, that's a custom design that me and my wife kind of came up with together. Not for this one. Not yet, not for this one. This one's going in my kids' room. That's where I'm confused, Trips. I don't know if I can or not. Just because of copyrights. I mean, it'd be really cool. Do like a metal sign, a metal cutout even, of a Star Trooper helmet. Picture this with me. You get a Star Trooper helmet, cut out the sign, right? And then where it's supposed to be black, you do a backlight. So you have those be the holes and backlight those into. It's true, and that's where my store is going to be, is on Etsy. Rosin on that bad boy. Ooh, smoky. So let the iron down. I'm gonna actually, right now it's a little hot. I'm sitting at 330 degrees Celsius. This iron, I'm gonna take it down to 320. Yeah, that's my goal. I don't know what the laws are, but I also don't want to mess with Disney. You know what I mean? Come on, stay there. We're gonna flip this around. So for like this sign will go for like 250. Yeah, this sign will go for like 250. Most LED signs are going for somewhere in the range of depending on the size and that sort of thing. They're going for right around $250 to $500, $600, depending on the intensity of it, I guess. I'm just pinning this wire right now. Oh. Really? Yeah, people try to get away with stuff like that, dude. I'm just not for it. Really? I did not know that. Because I'd love to do a Star Wars themed sign. That'd be really cool. Okay, this one was a little big. So this one came out a little big. And I just want to make that a little smaller. So what I'm doing is I'm heating that little ball up and then spinning it on the blade of the iron. And that should flatten her out. Yep, flattened it right out. It's still liquidy. We're gonna pull it off there. And there we go. That one turned out really good. I'm happy with that one. So yeah, I gotta do this a bunch of times. Trips. Huh. That's cool. I did not know that. I guess because they probably own the actor's likeness, right? Is that how that works? Yeah, I'd love to do the design of a stormtrooper helmet, a big one. That'd be freaking cool. I've got a little wet sponge here. Good. Then let's do it. Let's make one. That'd be cool. I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these streams. Just because they're a little more chill. I like the gaming streams too, don't get me wrong. Those are still gonna happen. But I'm gonna do more of this kind of thing because I need to be productive during the day too. That's awesome, Mary. That's cool. The Among Us characters. I always think they're kind of derpy and cool looking. I've never played Among Us though. You know, that one is a little bigger than I want right at the tip, but that'll work out perfectly because right at the tip is where it's going to connect to the circuit board of the LED. Do the next one. This boarding hole. Right? What he's good at. No, I'm kidding. Trips is good at a lot of stuff in that game. My house is starting to smell like pine tar. So rosin, this is a pine rosin that I'm using. So it smells like Christmas to me. It's kind of cool. Turn on some Christmas music. Not time yet. Getting close though. I use the flat end or what's up, Ron? How you doing? Do I use the flat end? Right? I don't know. I mean, Mary, it depends on what you're doing, right? Hitting someone, I like the claw end. I'm kidding. That was bad. That was a bad joke. I'm assuming you're talking about a hammer. I think we've all built several ships from repairing. Come on, it's not sitting where I want it to sit when I set it back down. How you doing, Ron? We are tinning some wire. So I'm just literally soldering the ends of wires. Making an LED sign. I'm doing the boring part right now, so I figured I'd involve you guys in the boring part. Yeah. What do you want to say, Trips? Say it, brother. We all want to hear it. Did I even get that one? I think I did. I'm gonna put a little more on this one. You won't be put on a list here. That's Cabbage's stream. I still try to keep it somewhat family friendly. Bomb? Oh, bomb. As long as you're not going to an airport, you should be fine. I don't want to be put on that list either. Trips. Keep me off a list. What room am I doing this in? My living room. I was gonna do it out in the garage, and hopefully I hear back tomorrow as to why I don't have access to stream from mobile. But we're gonna be doing this in the garage in the future. But it's just tinning wire, so I figured it'd be fine in the house. Ooh, that's a quick way to go to jail. And pay for some windows? Yeah, I bet he did. Why exactly did he think doing that was a good idea? That's crazy to me. Can you imagine being like, you know what? I bet I could make an explosive. I'm gonna test it. That seems like a bad idea. There just has to be a judgment call there made. Yeah, right? I'll stick to neon sign making. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That would be hard. That would be a hard transition, I can imagine. From this, war mentality, not necessarily war, but military mentality of this is what you can do. I don't know. I always wanted to be in the Coast Guard, but my life took a different path. Music is bumping. Digging the lo-fi tonight. Now, what's difficult for me, anyways, is I have a tremor. So that's going to be the hardest part of these, is dealing with that and the soldering at the same time. Like, tinning a wire is tinning a wire, right? That one's not super crazy. But we're going to turn this back up because now it's too cold. 330 seems about right. Use our sponge here. Clean it off a little bit while she heats up. I have always had the trimmer. Yep. Always. It gets worse and it gets better and worse depending on the time of day and that sort of thing, but yeah. Not necessarily depending on the time of day. How do I want to say that? There are several factors to it. I haven't ever really figured out the exact factor that controls it, and my wife is probably going to figure that out before I do. But um, but it's really dependent on food, I think. What do you think it has to do with, deer? Yeah. She's saying when I'm cold and tired. It's basically when my brain's putting into other. If I look at our list. Yeah. 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 She's saying, see, I would, if I was pre-diabetic, I would totally agree with you, but I'm not. It's just a tremor. And food doesn't change it a whole lot. Where did I come up with the name Snazzy? It was better than flatulent pigeon, which is what it was beforehand. So So the yeah, it's definitely a neurological thing. If I were to sit here and analyze it, I try not to a whole lot because it's just frustrating to me. I let my wife analyze it. Who, ladies and gentlemen, was successful at bedtime, but not until 10 p.m. Oh, iron is not wanting to work right now. It's not very hot. Yeah, no, Mary, I welcome it. That's awesome. I really appreciate your service, being a CNA person and being a CNA person, being a CNA as well as your military service. That's awesome. No, he's talking about how could be neurological and temperature can affect the nervous system. Yeah. 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 You are not a doctor. You're just very knowledgeable. You got a stutter, Ron? Huh. I mean, it makes sense. Ashley, can I say why you have neurological experience? Yeah. Yeah. So my oldest daughter has hemicerebral palsy from birth. And so we've learned a lot about the brain through her. She's given us the chance to learn a thing or two. With that being said, I'm still not a doctor, but yeah, the whole when you get tired at the end of the day, she'll watch her stiffness come and that sort of thing. I was gonna make fun of it, but then decided not to. How's work going tonight, Mary? Yeah. Come on, Iron. Fourth tablespoon of butter and what? What kind of muffins you making? Why on earth are you making pumpkin muffins? The rest of us, no, us doesn't like pumpkin muffins. Us likes your chocolate chip muffins. Nice, Trips. Pumpkin muffins are your favorite, huh? I used to like you, Mary. I used to like you. Huh? Mary likes pumpkin muffins. You should post them before and after pics, Trips. Oh, so on the name, Trips. So the full name is Snazzy the Meh, right? But it was gonna be Snazzy the Meh, like the emoji. But that was too long. So I shortened the to DA. So that's how I came up with, or that's no fancy origin story or anything like that. It was just better than flatulent pigeon, which is what it was beforehand. Ah, Christmas smell. Ghost Elite, what's happening? Thanks for that like. I appreciate it. I need to be more upfront and just remind people of it because I don't think people. I mean, you guys don't forget on purpose. You know what I mean? So I need to just remind people of it. But it's so, I don't know. It's almost like it's out of my comfort zone. But I just need to say give a like in the beginning. And maybe I'll set up a bot to do it. That's what I'll do. I'll have the bot occasionally say it because I don't want to constantly be there being like, hey, don't forget to subs. Leave that like. You know what I mean? But if I set up the bot to just do something every now and then, like every 20 minutes, then people will see it. And I'll see it and it can remind me too. My grandfather had a condition called myasthenia gravis. It is neurological, and when his brain is overstimulated, you go into stroke mode. All this in. Whoa. That would be crazy. Yeah. So Ron's grandfather had a condition called myasthenia gravis. It was neurological. So when his brain was overstimulated, he would go into stroke mode and get all the symptoms of a stroke. Right? After our oldest having a stroke, we pray, yeah, that we don't ever have to deal with that again. Ghost, I appreciate it, Ghost. You guys are making this really boring work. Myasthenia. Oh. You guys are making this really boring work a lot faster. Not necessarily faster, but a lot more enjoyable. So thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Sounds brutal. That one do. See, this is like the perfect one. You can see that you can hardly see, like, you can still see the braided part, right? But it's like, it's just smooth. It just smooths it out. So that way when I put it on, because what happens is, picture this is the acrylic that the sign is on. The LED strip goes on top of that, and then you have to run wires down through the acrylic and line the back of the lights with it. So those lights almost cross each other. So I have to keep it pretty small, stripping it pretty small, so that way they don't cross. A lot smaller than I normally would. It's hereditary. Is there anything that's not hereditary these days? Asking for a friend. I bet it'd be a hard one to diagnose too, though, Ron. You're pretty much. Yeah, trips. I don't know, man. That's rough. That one these days, dementia, I feel like is a brutal one. Granted, it's on my mind right now because I lost my grandpa to it, but I mean, he didn't remember me for the last couple years. So another good one. Let's go. We're moving through these. Chat magic. Chat is keeping me calm so I don't get frustrated with my tremor. I am tinning wire. So tinning wire, Ghost, if you don't know. Yeah, bless you, Mary. I'm not laughing because I find it amusing. I'm laughing because that is not easy to do, I would imagine. Tinning wire. Do you know what that is, Ghost? Basically, I'm making an LED sign, and I have to tin the wire that's going to connect it all and send it all back through the acrylic and connect it all so it powers up. But tinning wire, if you don't know what it is, you take a little bit of solder and you cover the tip of the wire with solder. So when you solder it to the circuit board, it doesn't fray out. It just stays in one solid piece. How many signs have I made in total? That's a good question. I've done a lot of research. This is the first. I've done a lot of little like crafty things. And I've done most of these elements just not put together. So this is my first like actual put together sign. Which is why it's for my family. But the goal is to get a store running for it. Going through the learning process on this one, and I got another one that I got to do. Yes, Ghost. So I'll be able to do custom like logos, all that stuff. Mary, my wife wants you to know pumpkin muffins are in the oven. She's making the grossness happen. It is, but it's kind of cathartic. It's kind of, yeah. Mary says they need to be in the mail. Mary, I would assume Mary's US. Mary, where are you? What state? Don't roundabout. Don't give me exact. East Coast. We could overnight them. VA? Nice. I got family in VA. VA is gorgeous. Yeah, my wife is a big history buff. At least I didn't say bottom of the ocean. Right? From a shrine in Sea of Thieves. So this is what they look like before they've been tinned. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but I can fan it out a little bit and then I'll twist it closed. So you can fan it out a little bit and you can kind of see how easy that is to fan out. This is one that's been tinned. And so you can kind of see that little ball on the end. Basically what's going to happen, Ghost, is the little circuit board on the LED strip. I get to put that up to the thing. Alligator is delicious. Delicious. I wouldn't mind having alligator. US history or just general? Specifically the Revolutionary War is what her biggest thing is. Early American history. I guess she's kind of broadened her horizon there from when we first were married. But and a red pepper jelly. That's awesome. Alligator with red pepper jelly. Red pepper jelly on burgers. You know we should make one of these days? Bison burgers. Ooh. I like to make a oh, Trips, your mom was a DAR? That's awesome. My wife thought about joining it, but she hasn't yeah, with the little kids it's a little demanding. There is an SAR, isn't there? I think so. I would assume so. Yeah, my wife would join him in a heartbeat if we didn't have little kids at home that are taking up all our time. Little time suckers. Yeah, you have to give like a speech to see if they'll let you in. So That intimidates her. Guys, my wife is far more articulate than I am. I really struggle with words. When it comes to like giving public speeches and that sort of stuff. This kind of thing, sitting here talking to you guys, I could do this all day. I love it. But public speaking, not for me. My wife does like TV shows, but she has been reading a ton. You got a TV show recommendation, Trip? I know you do. Hit me with it. Timeless? I think she's seen Timeless. Yeah, we both watched it. Yeah, she was sad that one went off air. Have I ever told you what Trips does for a living? Trips, can I share with my wife what you do for a living? We'll see if I get it right. See how much I pay attention. He does TV captions. So he makes sure the captions are all correct on TV. So he watches like an absurd amount of TV. But he has to watch like it over and over again to make sure it's all accurate. Yeah. I'm sure it's similar to transcription. He says sort of. I do a ton of different stuff. I was close. What's the difference, Trip? Okay, so captions are the old standard. And you do the English SDH subtitles. What does SDH stand for? Good thunk it. This solder is being poopy. What? Oh, what's so funny, dear? Share with the class. Is it a dirty joke? But it's not something you're going to share with the class? What is it?
With pumpkin on his head.
A guy with a pumpkin on his head. Okay. They're not gonna be able to see it.
No, but I'm showing you.
Oh, I love that guy. Comedian Ginger Billy on Instagram. He's
You
hilarious.
need to wear yourself some nipple guard.
Got himself some pumpkin nipple guards. Speaking of nipples, do we bring back the whale conversation? Yeah, they do have them. Ginger Billy is great, right? I didn't Google it, but I'm pretty sure Mary did. No, I think he Googled it. Yeah. He says we Googled it. And so did Trips.
Are they?
No, so they basically no Google it because there's something special about them. Besides just the size. They hide them in secret. Trips, your explanation is fantastic. Oh, they hid them in secret nipple pockets when not in use.
Okay. Those don't have.
That is a good gamer tag. Vendor by the genitals? All my favorite things in the same place. I'm going to hell for that one.
So you're just gonna be banned.
YouTube, don't ban me. Hidden nipples pockets. Whales have belly buttons? Really? Oh, another one done. I'm glad women don't have those. Well, I guess bras do count. Bras. Modern day memory slit. Yeah. Have you guys seen the reel on Instagram right now that's talking about if women's bras are an over-the-shoulder bowler holder, what are men's underwear? Hunt but nut hut was one of them. Banana hammocks, yeah. You keep your banana hammock to yourself. Oh, they told me that in like 2nd grade. I don't know why. Unless you're at a public water park. Yeah, let's not picture me in a swimsuit. That doesn't. What do you mean? Mm-mm. Hold up. Stop.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
That doesn't need to be.
If you love me, you'd be making good muffins.
Make him up.
Have we been banned on YouTube yet? Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Right? That's what I'm saying. Man, I really appreciate you guys showing up. Mary, I bet you're one of them pumpkin spice people, huh? I am dissing pumpkin spice. Burritos. Now burritos, that's something I can stand behind. No, not pumpkin spice burritos. Pumpkin is disgusting. Oh, she's gonna drive me to drink, guys. Yeah, it's a death water. Ooh, convicted melon death water, liquid death. Love that stuff. I like pumpkin spice, but I'm not like a fanatic Starbucks person. Don't lie. You are. We know it. We know it. You've been caught. It's okay. You don't have to hide. We see you. My wife goes, boots with the fur. All right. You've been to Starbucks one time and ordered tea? Nice. You guys want to hear the new sub sound? You guys want to hear it? See if I can find it here really quick. This is going to be my sub sound. Whenever someone has a public sub and they sub to me, this is what's going to play. That's really loud. I'm sorry. I can, but that was really loud. It did make them all deaf, I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry. Not loud at all? Okay, good. My wife goes, well, we know who's deaf in the group. You're picking on the old guy. No. Trips is the old guy. Yes, Trips is our resident old man. I had to find someone older than me. It should be Kuzco saying, boom, baby. That's actually a really good one. Maybe we'll find it. Oh, this one's not tinning. I tried to turn it down. I am Hawaii old. That's what Trip said. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Like, he was around when Hawaii was being made. When Hawaii was added. He's saying Hawaii 5-0. It's a TV show reference, but... Trips is just saying he's been around since the volcanoes brought Hawaii out of the ocean. Huh? No, I'm not telling you how old Trips is. He goes, I came from out of those volcanoes, son. I'm sure he knows when Hawaii became a state. Trips, is your real name Maui? My wife wants to know.
No.
1959, he says with a question mark. Is that really when it was? Why do you know that? Ugh. Drives me nuts, the things she knows. She's so smart. It's the last state. You didn't know whales had nipples, that's true. You want to give me a bowl of ice cream? Was that a serious question? No. Yeah, you were correct about the date. Come on. How old are you, Mary? What did I win, Alex? Well, Trebek. Ashley, I said your name. Are you a trivia fan? Trips is. She finds it interesting, but she's not very good at it. I am the one with the useless trivia knowledge, like whales having nipples. Let's see here. 40 December. Nice. So, you mean to tell me that Cabbage is the youngest one out of all of us?
Like the win.
Huh?
That means you like first win.
What do you, yeah, I know.
Only for the
I was only born a couple minutes before you was. But no, Trips has you beat, Mary. I'll tell you what. Clean it off a little bit, see if that's our problem here. Not really happy with this iron, but it's what I can do right now. It's just heating inconsistently. Trips was born in 74. You were close though, Ron. All things considered. Back when the movie would stay in the theater for up to like 2 years. Yeah, that's because they were too busy having to rewind it to make sure it was done right. I remember going into like Blockbuster though. Yeah. I remember going into Blockbusters and getting movies. Or video games. Albertsons had a video rental? Nice. Then there was Redbox, which made a lot of money, I'm sure. Isn't that what it was called? They're just trying to hold on to anything they got left. Redbox and Blockbuster had their blue one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Last movie you projected was Fight Club. That's awesome. I bet that was amazing trips. Having a job testing video games. Roswell, New Mexico. I don't know if it's still flooded. 12 whole dollars. My first job was a lifeguard. Making $7.25 an hour. Minimum wage back then was $4.50. And penny candy was still a thing. I love swimming too. Do you want to correct that one, Mary? They come in two varieties. Yeah, suck and suckier. Not the first one he said, but hay bales in general. I hate moving hay. Come on, well. What you laughing at, dear? Wow. You were 13? Farmers and bootleggers. Now that sounds fun. Why'd you fall off of there? Oh, it's already tinned. Ah. That's awesome. Old Mountain Man. That's cool. Smokey the Bandit style. That's sweet. That's way cool. Yeah, that's the way it normally works, right? Guys, this is not wanting to work. Yeah. We'll chat to you later, Mary. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. My wife says bye as well. Thanks for all you do. There's another one done. This is kind of slow going, guys. I'm glad I'm doing it with you. No need to be sorry, Trips. I'm enjoying my time. If it wasn't this, I'd be playing Sea of Thieves or something. This part? This part's pretty monotonous. Yeah. I don't know when Splitgate 2 comes out. I know they were looking for a 2025 release. First quarter, I believe. So it's coming up. I can't wait. I love that game. Have there been any updates on that, Trips? Do you know? 2 Ashen Athenas? Where do you even get an Ashen Athena anymore? Awesome, Ron. 2 Ashen Athenas. Does that mean you went through and did 2 Ashen Athena's quests? I've never seen Step Brothers. Probably never will. Anchorman? Nah. I mean, I've seen bits and pieces, but never like sat down to watch it. I don't do well with watching stuff. I can watch streamers because I'm chatting with them or I'm reading chat or I'm that sort of thing. But no, I just don't watch movies. Yeah, I wasn't really allowed to choose what was on the TV or anything like that growing up, so I didn't watch a whole lot of it. Huh? Nice. The Yeah, I went to like the drive-in movie theater and stuff with people, but didn't really. That was more for the social aspect. Yeah, there's still one that is right next to where I live. I got a couple around me. But I was a social butterfly. Come on, melt. There we go. And I went to one drive-in theater in my entire life. It was the Raiders of the Lost Ark. It traumatized you. Gonna be honest with you. I think that's an Indiana Jones movie. What do you mean? Why do you do that to me? Why do you do? It is. I can't believe you. I think all the best areas. I watched 51st Dates. That was a good one. When they opened the ark, it was insane. I bet all the animals came out 2 by 2. Different arc? Is that what I'm gathering? Raiders of the Lost Ark? Oh, so the animals didn't come out, they were just skeletons. Was Noah still there? This one shot laser beams at Nazis. Yeah? Was there an elephant or two? Oh, no elephants? God, an oversight on their side. You ask me. Come on, melt. You should melt faster. Snakes, lots of snakes. Was there a plane? Get it? Snakes on a plane. See what I did there, Trips? I quoted another movie. This solder does not want to melt. There we go. Now it melted. There was a plane and some guy got blended by a propeller. Good. Have you seen Ghostbusters? See you later, Ron. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your evening with me while I do a boring task. I appreciate it. My wife says goodbye. No need to be sorry, Ron. Anytime you can spend here is awesome. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the hearts, guys. I see that down there in the corner. We smoking now. Do I play cards or just collect them? That is a trick question. I look at them. I'll post a picture tomorrow of my card collection. Huh? I have a pretty large one, yeah. Probably what, 60 decks? At least. Some of them are open, some of them aren't. I've got a couple of, well, most of them are collector's editions, let's be honest. I've got a couple of card tricks that I do. Poker. I do got poker chips in the garage. We did. That was the same set that I had in high school, wasn't it? We played them at a certain redhead's house. Yes, you did. It was the three of us.
I don't. It's first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, there was one other. I think so. I don't play poker anymore. We could play poker for gummy bears. I'd never have any. Oh, Trips, she goes, we should play poker for gummy bears. Can I have all your gummy bears? It's the same lady that didn't give me a bowl of ice cream. Don't eat any more gummy bears. Yeah, but if you had them, you'd eat them.
Yeah.
I know. You love gummy bears. No, I don't play poker. Not anymore. You can't stand candy? This Trips, he's also never had a Big Mac. No, he just avoids it. He is not a health nut. I don't know, are you a gym rat? What's your favorite snack, Trips? Is it chips? My wife says she'll also accept soft pretzels as an answer. Yeah, you.
Yeah.
You've never stepped foot in a gym.
Yeah.
But back to the snack question. So much energy when you got down to 160. He used to walk a lot and do weights at home when he was younger. So what's your favorite snack? He doesn't really snack.
Ugh.
I hope you heard that. Oh, that just made my night. But he tries to mix it up when he does. So when you do snack, what do you grab?
There's no candy. Yes, said yes. Soft pretzels.
Brownies are good. That's a dessert though.
That's
Yeah, speaking of treating, where's my ice cream?
yes.
He was doing string cheese for a while, cottage cheese, mixed nuts, carrots. Oh, rips. My wife wants to know if you feel happy, Trips. Do you feel happy? Carrots. Who ca- He goes, I'm all right.
Right. And
Carrots with ranch is pretty good. My wife is a bread junkie. But it's generally bread she makes. Doesn't like store-bought bread. I got 3 more. The ones we cut. You like potatoes? That's your jam? No, those are potatoes. That's not jam. Potato jam. That's an Idaho thing if I've ever heard it. And chicken and any kind of cheese. I'm not a big fan of stinky cheese. Stinky cheese.
I am. Let's talk to this trash can. I don't care.
Trips.
I looked around last week.
Did I tell you about my wife's fingernail? So she got in a fight. I did tell you? Okay.
In the morning.
It's trash day again tomorrow, which marks 1 week from the incident.
See where-
Yeah, is all the trash inside ready to go out or? Okay. So that's a no. She goes. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, she goes. I say, is all the trash inside ready to be taken out? And she goes, eh. Yeah. Most non-committal answer I've ever heard. I'm kidding. I also got one of those when I asked her to marry me. Wow. That's what I'm saying. Is wow. Trips, how's your new mic? Are you liking it? Have you had a chance to use it yet? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Did he? That's awesome. New sound quality for everyone. Yeah. No, HyperX stuff is really good. I've been really impressed by it. Honestly. I've always been really impressed by it. But yeah. So here's our wires. This is what we got done tonight. All of wires. A lot of them there. All tinned up and ready to go. You'll have to send me some pictures of your setup once you get it done. It'll be cool. But any hooser. Any hooser. Oh. Sweet. Send them over. Let me look. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. There we go. Yeah, that's good looking, dude. That's awesome. That's way cool. That's a sweet looking mic. Yeah, this is mine. It usually shows up. A little dusty. A little dusty. Never hurt no one. Mine is the pod mic from Rode. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Trips, it is 11:15. It is my bedtime. To everyone else that came by, thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it. I appreciate that you guys would spend part of your evening with me while I do mundane tasks. I really appreciate it. I enjoyed our conversations tonight. I enjoyed the company. And as always, have a good night. We'll talk at you later, Trips. Go enjoy a good string cheese, my wife says. We'll chat to you later.